Well, as we near the end of the year, all this week, News 18 is taking a look back at some of the biggest stories of 2015. Today, News 18's Dustin Grove covers our year in review.
For many people who live in Greater Lafayette, 2015 was the year of road work. One of the busiest corridors remained a cone zone all year long. But the project to restore Sagamore Parkway did make significant progress. The northbound lanes are now finished. The parkway should be completely reopened by next fall.
I got stuck right in Lafayette. They shut us down.
And who could forget about this summer's I-65 shutdown? Structural concerns about the Wildcat Creek Bridge forced the northbound lanes to close for more than 40 miles, creating a long and at times frustratingly slow detour for weeks. The story even became a political issue in the race for governor.
This is about our lives.
The biggest political fight put Indiana in the national spotlight this year. The Religious Freedom Restoration Act, or RFRA, became the focal point in the gay rights debate. Supporters said they needed the law to protect their religious beliefs. Critics called it a license to discriminate. This summer brought historic flooding to Indiana, causing hundreds of millions of dollars in lost crops. Jasper and Newton counties appeared to be hit hardest. Some people who live along the Tippecanoe River had to evacuate their homes for days.
You know, as long as we get our lives, we're fine.
The debate over the future of Logansport's power took more twists and turns this year. After more debates and 2 agreements with developers that fell through, a 3rd agreement called for a plan to retrofit the current plant to avoid a shutdown in January because of environmental regulations. But in November, it took a whole new turn when voters ousted Mayor Ted Franklin for challenger Dave Kitchell, who says he wants to explore more options. 2015 wasn't without several major crimes. In April, 32-year-old Wesley Erie was shot and killed outside a home on North 9th Street in Lafayette. The suspect was killed in a shootout with police in Tennessee a week later. And in August, 2 people were shot and killed outside a home on Perrine Street. 2 suspects were eventually charged with robbery and murder. Also this year, Lafayette schools saw some big changes. To ease overcrowding, hundreds of students began the year in new schools, including 300 at the newly reopened Oakland Elementary and 40 students at Miami. That's a look at some of this year's top stories. Dustin Grove, News 18.